You've returned serve deep. You've pushed the serving team behind the baseline. This should be your rally to control. Suddenly, your opponents are at the NVZ and you're scrambling. What happened? Hey everybody, my name is CJ Johnson, and together with my partner Tony Roig, we help players over 50 live their best lives on and off the pickleball courts. Today, we're talking about one of the most overlooked and underappreciated shot in pickleball doubles, and that's the four-shot punch volley. This is the tool the return team uses to keep their positional advantage and force a mistake from the serve team. If you're finding your opponents getting to the kitchen without a lot of effort, or you're under attack early in the rally, this might be the shot you need to clean up. And with the help of Swingvision, who's sponsoring this video, I'm going to show you what's going wrong and how to fix it. Swingvision is a tool that helps players to see patterns that they may not otherwise recognize, such as a poor four-shot punch volley. And best of all, if you use the link down below that's in the description, when you buy a full year of Swingvision Pro, you're going to get the Swing Stick, which is truly the world's best fence mount, for free. That's a $99 value. All right, so the first mistake that we typically see is the return team has done its job. They have hit a deep return, which pushes the server behind the baseline. And then instead of using a four-shot punch volley, they step back from the non-volley zone line and allow the ball to bounce. So I'm here with Terry. Terry, thanks so much for helping us out today. I'm here at the non-volley zone line. I am on the return team. As I said, I have hit that deep return. Terry is the server. She is back behind the baseline. So what happens often here is when she's hitting her, now she'll be hitting the third shot. When she hits that third shot, the returner steps off the non-volley zone line and allows it to bounce. And what that's going to do is that's going to allow Terry, who's on the serve team, time to move closer to the non-volley zone line. So Terry, let's go ahead and let's show them what this looks like. So if you notice, Terry is already up at the non-volley zone line. She got closer to the NVZ because I took a step back. Let me show you what that'll look like if I used the punch volley instead of allowing the ball to bounce. You'll notice Terry is much further back in this shot than she was in the first shot. So mistake number one, do not step back off the non-volley zone line. You want to take that punch volley out of the air. Mistake number two that we see often is a punch volley that ends up being short so that a player can still make a play on the ball. Whenever the ball bounces in front of the player, that allows the player to potentially make a play on that particular ball. For the punch volley, the target is the player's feet. So I'm going to show you exactly how to hit that punch volley to your opponent's feet. So with the punch, a couple of things are important. First of all, I need to get my paddle out in front of my body. I want to make contact with the ball out in front of me. The closer the paddle is to my body, the more difficult it becomes to control the paddle face. So that's number one. I want the contact out in front of my body. The second thing is I want the paddle to push forward. So if you imagine those two hoops that I have, right? This is where my dot number 1 is, where my contact with the ball is going to be made. I just simply want to feel like the paddle is pushing forward through that second hoop. I want to stay on a straight line literally as long as I can. If I'm turning to the side here so that you can see this from the side, what I'd be doing here is pushing forward this way. And you'll notice again, the paddle is staying straight on that line. It's not going down, it's not flipping over, it's just going straight out on that line. Point number 3, the motion is going to come from your shoulder. So when we hit this shot, I'm here, I'm pushing forward. My elbow might be bent, but I'm not using my elbow as a driver. If I was, that's what this shot would look like. Instead, I'm using my shoulder as the driver. So it's a feeling like the paddle is getting further away from my body, and it's the shoulder that's driving it to be able to do that. Too many times I see players who get way too much elbow involved in this. And when the elbow gets involved, the paddle face closes, and a lot of these punch volleys go into the net. That's also a case for when that punch volley lands short, like I showed you previously. When that punch volley lands short, that's also often caused by the elbow being overly involved. So Swingvision is the tool that will help you isolate what's happening with your punch volleys. Just go ahead and filter through to see the rallies over 5, and you'll be able to see if your punch volley is effective. If it's not effective, then come on back to this video and take the 3 tips that I gave you and develop an effective punch volley. You'll be keeping your players off the non-volley zone line and getting misses in no time. I'd like to thank Swingvision for sponsoring this video. Don't forget, you can get a free swing stick with the purchase of a year of Swingvision Pro by using the link at the bottom of this video.